Yo, Counter Attack Podcast, Daps. Guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing. Back again. More content. That's all it really is. So the last one you guys would have seen, I don't even know, there's so many now. I think would have been Mikel Leaderwood. So yeah, good one there. Don't know what the feedback's like. I've not even put that one out. So I'm just losing track. Got a flipping beard. It's been terrible, man. But yeah, keep liking, subscribing, sharing. Today we've got a midfielder here who plays for Bolton. Goes by the name of Jacob Mellis. I'm just going to chat to him and just talk it up and see what he's been up to. Let's bring him in. See what he's been up to, man. Yo, yo, yo.
That's what's up, man.
Nah, what's good?
Yeah, well, good, man. You?
I'm good, man. How you been keeping, man?
I was all right until yesterday. And the missus tried to do my hair.
No, never gonna happen. My guy.
I was laughing at everyone else doing it here. I said, nah, I'm not doing it. Then my hair was up there. I said, I gotta do it. Yeah, tried it. Chunk at the side. I said, nah, that's it. Stop.
Man, it is not. She's not touching any of that. She's not touching any of that, man. But yeah, man, what's been happening, man? Like, how you keeping during this quarantine time? What you been getting up to? You know, you missing football?
Yeah, I miss it a lot. You know, it's been all right though, because to be honest, in terms of like staying at home and stuff, I'm a home bird anyway, really. So normally I'm indoors most of the time, so that's not too bad. But it's just I miss the football, man.
Yeah. Do you know when you might be going back at all?
We don't. I think we've got to follow the government. It keeps getting shifted back, so we just got to keep waiting for the government to think. But hopefully, maybe it's got a few weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Do you think they're actually gonna continue the season?
I think they will. You know, I think they will. It's gonna be difficult, but I think that there's gonna be so many people vexed if you don't finish. So I think they're gonna have to try. Yeah.
I think it's more of it might be like a money thing as well, man.
Yeah, definitely.
It might be a money thing,
especially for the Prem. I think if they don't complete it, it's gonna be a problem for them.
Yeah. Imagine they turned around and were like, "We're just gonna avoid it." It never happened.
Or
you be on the moon though.
Yeah, no. To be fair, that's the thing. This season's been thingy. So what even? But my brother and dad taste what Liverpool in it, so they'll be.
Oh yeah. It's funny because like when I speak to people who are at clubs who are like chasing promotion or chasing Champions League, whatever they're chasing, they want the league to continue, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
But you at Bolton, obviously the season's not been a great one. You at Bolton, is it the opposite where it's just like, you know what? I wouldn't mind the season getting voided.
I think from our point, we're just like seeing what's happening. We're not really. It's one of them ones. Like I think like last season, when I was at Mansfield, was going for promotion in the top 3.
Yeah.
If this was then, I'll be like, oh. But like now, it's just like whatever happens. You know what I mean? It's up to the people that are in charge.
What's the current atmosphere like at Bolton as a player? Obviously, you've only been there since Jan?
Yeah, since January. Late January.
Yeah.
It's surprising, you know, because I thought like obviously they got the 12-point deduction at the start of the season.
Yeah.
It was always going to be difficult, like to stay up, but like the atmosphere in the camp is good, you know. The boys are good.
What was it about like Bolton where even though you knew about the point reduction, you knew like where they were in the league, what was it about that made you want to go there, and how did that move even come about?
I worked with Keith Hill at Barnsley, and I knew him from there. And then obviously David Flitcroft been my manager at Barnsley as well, Bury and Mansfield. So obviously I know them both well. And when you look at it, like Bolton, it's a massive club. Like even until I came here, I didn't realise. And then obviously, you know, when you post like throwback videos on Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
At some of the players, you're just thinking madness.
They have players like Yuri Jokayev and
Campo.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's
crazy, isn't it?
When you see how far they've gone, man, and
Yeah,
it's looking like they will end up obviously in League Two.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing. It's sad when the owners. Same with Bury. When the owners, and obviously now Bolton have got good owners with a good family in charge. So I think they'll be back up there.
Okay, cool. So at what point, when you went there, was it a thing where you were resigned to the managers and coaches were like, look, we're going to go down, but we're going to try and build so we can just bounce straight back up?
Yeah, that's the thing. We didn't really talk about that. It was more like come here, get some games to the end of the season. Obviously, a chance to prove myself again, because this season's been at Mansfield. I was playing a bit in and out. And
what happened though? Because you were playing regularly before. So what changed?
Obviously, there was incident at the start of the season that's ongoing now. That situation, but then a new manager came in January.
Okay.
So he was like, at first he was like, he weren't really having me. I don't think he was like, I want my midfielders to run 12k, this, that, the other. If you don't run 12k, you're not playing for me. So I was thinking, okay.
How many
so
were you
obviously, I don't know, not that though.
I thought, you know what? It's such an old-fashioned way of like coaching and playing matches. You got to run 12k and.
No, you don't understand, bro. The first training session, yeah, he came in. He said he brought the sheet into the room. He said he started reading off names. He said, this guy, he's run this much. He's playing on Saturday. This guy, he's run that. And I was like, rah. But the session was like, it was in the air. The ball was just boom, boom, boom. And I was thinking, oh man, this is a snot.
But he wants you to run 12k.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then a couple weeks later, he called me in the office. He said, yeah, I've been watching training, like I can see you can play. Like you could play for my team. You need to get your fitness up, because obviously I wasn't playing too much in and out. Get your fitness up, and then but then obviously he changed his mind again, and then he said, "Oh, you can leave." So it was all a bit crazy.
What's that like for you? Where it's like a new manager comes in and he's not having you. Like, does your mind instantly just? Because I know when it's been me in the past, I'm always thinking, you know what, I'll prove myself. But sometimes you just know that, you know what, nothing's going to change here. Like, what was it like for you?
That's the thing. Because I liked him as a person. He was just honest, like this, that, the other. Like I said, yeah, bam, you need to do this. So you know what you got to do to play. If you don't do that, you're not playing or whatever. But then obviously I was not in the squad for the first maybe 2 games, I think, when he was there. Then I got in the squad, got in the team. And then, so it wasn't too bad in terms of I knew what I had to do to play. So got into the team. I think I played 3 games. We won a couple, and then he changed his mind again and said, "You can leave." So I just said, after that, I said, "Nah, I've got to go, man."
That's so mad, man. And is it a thing of like to try and get that move away? Is it a hard thing to do, or was it quite simple for you?
It was hard because at the time, to be fair, I've been at Mansfield 2.5 years, so I liked it there. I know all the boys, fans are good, the owners are good, so it was difficult in that regard. But I thought this constant yo-yo up and down, don't know whether I'm gonna. Do you know what I mean? I thought no. He actually did an interview before a game on a Saturday. I said. He said, me and the captain, we can both leave. We're up for transfer.
He said that in the interview?
Yeah, so I was just sitting at home thinking, wow. Like, I was like, nah. I couldn't believe it. So then when he obviously made that public, I was thinking, I've got to go now.
Yeah.
But then he was still saying behind the scenes, you can prove yourself. And I was thinking,
nah,
I've got to go.
It's not. We're Bolton, like, not just one team that you could have gone to, but what were the options for you?
It was Bolton. There was one other team. Swindon were a little bit interested. So it's either one or the other. But when it came down to it, I was thinking Bolton, big club.
Yeah.
And I think Swindon signed another. I think they signed Matty Palmer, so another midfielder. So and obviously I just decided to join Bolton. It was either staying there or Bolton.
It's crazy because I played against one of your players earlier on this season. Far?
Mo. Yeah. Did you play against him? Yeah.
Yeah, I played against Mo for when he was at Enfield.
You bag.
You bag 2. But but it's so funny because I went on loan to a team called Cheshunt. I went on loan to Cheshunt now, and then that was my first game on loan, and he bagged in the first half, and he was just absolutely ripping our left back. Like, and it's funny because everything I've ever seen from Mo, he doesn't do any of that, like ripping players and that. He's just in the box, bang, like bang, bang, bang.
Go.
Yeah, and then it's funny because I come on and he stayed away from me the whole half. He tried. he tried something. I came in at half time. He tried something. He tried something once and it didn't work. And then after that, he was a smart striker and just thought, you know what, let me just go somewhere. And then he bagged again. Like someone shot, and then the keeper parried it, and then he just came and just got it in, started celebrating with the crowd, but he's a good player, man. He's got that striker's instinct, man.
That's the thing, though. In training, like you'll go through like a mad phase, like in a 5-a-side or whatever. You just go goals, bam, 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 and and you're thinking, so he just needs to keep improving. Obviously, training every day and stuff like that is going to be beneficial for him. So I think he can score goals. Yeah.
Now, what's he like around the club? You know, do you feel like it was a bit daunting for him at first, or do you think?
Yeah, no. Since I've been there, I've been talking to him a lot. You know, because I was picking him up and taking him to training. So I've been speaking to him, and it was a bit, but now he's just getting his head down, getting used to it, and he's all right, man.
I think he'll do really well, to be totally honest.
Yeah,
because mate, you don't bag that many goals at that point in the season and not be able to play.
Yeah, I think once he gets a pre-season behind him as well, at Bolton, he'll be good next season, man.
Are you looking forward to, like, I'm not saying the season just ending, but with all of this happening, you know, it's long, you already know what's going to happen. Is it a thing where it's like, you know what, let's just hurry up and get through this, then we can really start building and improving for next season? Yeah,
no, definitely. Obviously, I haven't signed another contract there yet for next season, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. But
you're only there for 6 months?
Yeah, I just signed to the end of the season, and then obviously see what's happening.
Okay.
So it was more like a chance to come prove myself, play some games with obviously the manager and assistant that I know. But obviously this has just kind of killed it. So I think I've only started one game.
Yeah.
Do you know
if you want to stay?
Yeah, no, I would like to stay. It's a big club, man, and League Two, I think they'll bounce straight back. Most teams will probably play against Bolton and try to sit behind the ball. And when you're in that league, it's a big club in that league.
It's funny because when you go to that stadium and you put it amongst other stadiums in that league, it's a massive. You notice the difference straight away.
Oof, yeah, it's crazy. Like even when you're driving up to the stadium, I was thinking, this is nice, man.
Yeah.
Like with my friend, we went there. I was thinking, yeah, this is proper. Like you feel, you know what I mean? You feel good.
Yeah. What other stadiums do you reckon in that league? Kind of not compare, but who's got decent stadiums in that league?
We played Doncaster. That's a nice stadium. Played there, but there's quite a few big clubs in League One at the minute. Like Sunderland, a nice stadium.
Oh yeah, Sunderland. Have you seen their Netflix documentary?
Yeah, I watched that. I watched that.
I'm not actually. I'm gonna start watching it later on, so I've not actually seen it, but I heard it's proper good.
Yeah, I watched it all in like one day. Watched it. It was good, man.
No, I can imagine. But right, what I wanted to get to with you is you started off your youth career at Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Okay, so how old were you when you went to Chelsea?
15.
15. Okay, so with Chelsea they've got this whole like thing of they used him so good, but people don't get to play. There's all these loan moves happening, and then blah, blah. Did you, as a player, ever get that impression when you're in there? Is it
before I went there or when I was there?
Okay, so before you went there, let's start.
Before I went there, I knew it was going to be a big task. But like obviously the year before I went, it was like Michael Woods making his debut, a few other players making their debut. So I was thinking, if I go there, do well, you don't know what can happen or whatever. So before I went there, I knew it was a big task, but I knew that I would improve. And obviously, it's a big club playing with the best best players around the world at my age group. Can't really.
But when you went there, did it become apparent that, right, this is actually harder than I thought?
Nah, it weren't really. It weren't really. You know, it was just kind of like fitted in straight away, really. Because I was playing with a few of the boys from England. Obviously, Frank. I see you talking with him the other day.
Oh,
he was in my England team, so I knew him from before. So I knew a few of the boys before. So I kind of fitted in well, to be fair.
What was Frank like? Because I need to. Have you got anything? I need to bang at this guy.
He's just dancing every day, messing around. He's funny, man. He's funny. He's big
like,
time.
he's a proper character. Who else was in those like the youth team with you that we might know of? And who did you know, or who did you see that you thought, oh, this player's got stupid quality?
Wow, do you know a guy Gael Kakuta?
Oh, joke. It's funny as well because everyone always tells me that Gael Kakuta, and even the other day I was in the live with Anton and I saw Noobs. We were talking about, long story short, and Anton Ferdinand was saying Adel Taarabt is probably one of the youngsters who's just got the most stupid feet ever. And then Noobs actually said him and Gael Kakuta are absolute jokes. Like, was he that? I know he was good, and you always knew it, but how good was he?
Nah, bro, he's sick. Like, one of them was where you like, so he's in my age group, and you're thinking that's the level.
Yeah.
In terms of, like even players like I remember like Joe Cole. Like obviously he was a big talent. Obviously when he's younger, so he knows. He used to love Gael. Like try talk. Every time I talked to him, he was talking about Gael. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of them was. Oh, he was so good, man.
Where's he now? Do you know?
I think he's at where is it now? He's at a French team. Like I think he packed 2 against. Is it PSG the other week?
Oh, is it? I need to.
But like he should like everyone, the world should know him, if that makes sense.
Yeah. What do you think happened there? Do you think it was just another Chelsea loan? I mean, another Chelsea young just didn't get through.
They gave him a big contract. So he was on a big contract, and then they just kept shipping him here, there, everywhere, man. He was going on loan. He was getting decent loan moves, like he came to Bolton, I think, for a bit when he won the Prem, Fulham. So, but I think he just had it. I think he was just thinking, this is
let me just go.
But his talent should have been playing, definitely.
At what point did you say to yourself, you know what? This is all getting a bit long because you had what, 2 loan moves? Yeah, 2 loan moves, right?
Yeah, Southampton and Barnsley.
Yeah, cool. So at what point did you think, you know what, I'm going to have to just go? And how much did it hurt for you to actually leave? Because obviously Chelsea are in the Prem, title challenges, whatever. Like, so how much of it was like, oh, sugar? But like, speak about that whole wanting to stay because the club is big. But then if you leave, you might not get that same opportunity again.
Yeah, it was kind of an easy decision because basically, I was just getting frustrated. I was getting frustrated, more frustrated. Obviously, my mind was like, I need to play. I should have relaxed a little bit, most probably, but I was just like, I want to play. I want to be at other players in my age group in England. Andros Townsend, Bostock, now Ranger. They're all playing.
I'm trying to. Oh no! Shout out now.
Yeah. They was all playing, so it was kind of frustrating for me. But then I should have just relaxed. But basically, something happened at training ground. You've heard about the smoke bomb thing.
No, what happened?
So it was like a prank thing, anyway. Like from paintball.
Yeah.
So I let that off in the training ground. So the fire engine came and everything. There was no damage or nothing like that. It was just like a thing. But then they said to me I have to stay there for another year to be registered for homegrown or something. But I was thinking, there's only 4 of us training. I'm not with the first team. It's like everyone else is on loan. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was thinking, they're just trying to keep me here just to do nothing.
Yeah.
So anyway, that situation came about. My agent called me and he said, you can either get paid up and leave and go sign for a championship team, or you can stay here. And if you get in any more trouble, they're just going to sack you.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I'm training with 4 people. We're playing like head tennis and stuff like that. Like, other boys were with the first team and the other boys out on loan, so there was no players.
Yeah.
I was thinking, nah, let me just leave.
So really, so literally just 4 of you left from that team at one stage.
Yeah, it was like five of us sometimes, 4 of us just playing head tennis, like, you know, the small goals. So it was like, it wasn't like, it was a bit crazy, to be fair. So at that time I was thinking I was frustrated, I couldn't go on loan because they wouldn't let me. Yeah. And also I was just there, not with the first team.
Do you think, looking in from the outside, do you think much has changed?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. Like now, if I look back, say like the group of players that are coming through now, is like they've got a good chance, but they've also got, there's more help now, I think. Whereas when we was like going on loan and stuff like that, no one would come visit us and see how we're doing and whatever. But I watched some videos the other day of like the Chelsea youngsters on loan. People are going to go out to see them, see how they're getting on, see how they're living, this, that, the other. There was none of that. We were just kind of like left our own devices.
Who do you think was one of like? Who do you actually support? Are you Nottingham Forest fan?
Tottenham.
Why do you support Tottenham?
My uncle supported them, so from there I just like them, man.
I might as well just end this podcast now, man.
Oh, you're Arsenal, yeah?
Yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan. Oh wow. Oh, okay, I thought he was like a Chelsea fan, to be honest.
No, but to be fair,
or a Nottingham Forest fan.
Nah, when I was growing up, I was like, my first game I went to was like Man United, Nottingham Forest. You know, the 8-1.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't matter what game really. I just loved football, so it was like, from then when I watched that, I was like, rah, this is proper.
How old were you when you moved out of Nottingham?
I kind of went. So before I was supposed to, I kind of went to Sheffield. So I was doing my schoolwork there, and obviously training with the full-time people, like the youth team. Yeah. So I was like 14, just turned 15.
Because your accent is nothing about it.
Now some things I say like grass and stuff like that. It's a bit.
Yeah, like the accent is you're a Londoner now, man. you're a proper Londoner. So what was it like at Barnsley for you, man? Because you made over 50 appearances.
Yeah.
60. Yeah, I want to say 60. You made over 60 appearances. Like, what was that for you, getting real first team football?
It was enjoyable, because like from when obviously that situation happened with Chelsea, it came out. It was all this. It was a bit mad because it was bad press. So instead, I should have probably. Well, my agent at the time, he's kind of killed me, to be fair, because it came out that I got sacked. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Whereas he should have made it known that. I didn't know then what I know now in terms of that's going to stay with you. Anytime anyone talks about you, they're going to talk about that. But it wasn't even that I got sacked. It was a mutual agreement. So my agent at that time should have let that be known. So then when I went there, obviously, I still had the tag of, he got sacked on Chelsea, this, that, the other. So it was just good to go and play games with Keith Hill and Dave Frickoff, people that, the first time I met them, I knew they didn't care about none of that. They just wanted me to be focused now and do well for them.
What's that like for you? Because as a player, when it comes to media, you don't hear players come out and speak. Like in America, the NBA players, they come and just talk rec and say whatever they like. Over here, like you said, it came out that you got sacked. You didn't get sacked. Like, why do players not come out and speak and be like, actually, this never happened and blah blah blah?
It's a tricky one because if I knew then what I know now, I 100% would have. I would have spoke. I would have said, nah, that's not the case. I just let it ride. I let people kind of like make their own opinion and judge or whatever. But that's not the right way, because if something's not true, you have to set the record straight and say, nah, that's not true. That didn't happen. Yeah. So I think that more people need to start getting a voice and being like, nah, that's not true. I'm calling people out when things aren't true, because it does affect people.
Do you think if you do speak out and say something, that also could have like the same effects, where it's like might blacklist you or blackball you, whatever, from future moves? Because people might just look at you like you're a troublemaker.
Yeah, no, it could do. I suppose, but I think that like if you look at like even like Sterling now, he's set the way where he's just coming out and saying like, nah, this ain't right. And you're thinking, yeah, like you got to applaud that.
Yeah, man. I think players need to just come out and just realise that they're the asset. Because a lot of the time, it's like footballers, they keep their mouth shut and they don't want to get in trouble. When really and truly,
Yeah.
they're the ones who make the money. They're the ones who people come to see. So, if there's a narrative being written about it, I think they need to just come out and just say it within, reason. Don't just come out
definitely.
and just start going mad.
Like Ashley Cole, I remember he used to get the worst. Like,
oh yeah, Ashley Cole,
that guy. Like, I'm surprised he didn't go crazy because every minute there's something fake or going in just about his life and this, that, the other one. It was just it's not good, man.
It's so funny because people always talk about Sterling and everything, but a lot of people do actually forget how bad Ashley Cole got it. From that move from Arsenal to Chelsea, throughout Chelsea, the whole Cheryl Cole thing, and mate, they used to absolutely love it with him.
Yeah.
And you know what? He made them eat their words every time.
Yeah.
Ashley Cole for me is one of the best, like, of the last 20 years. He's England's, like, not only world-class player, because I have to put Scholes in there as well with it, but yeah, he was just big player. So more people should, and if social media was around when you were like, it was around when you were younger, obviously, but it wasn't like it is now.
Nah, that's the thing. That's the thing. More people you can get a voice now, because back then it wasn't really like, I tried to, obviously since I've been bored in quarantine, I've been trying to look for old highlights of my games and stuff, and sometimes it's hard to find them. You're thinking that's not that long ago. Now everything's videoed. You can see. I think for the youngsters now, it's a good thing as well. You're always getting seen. They do a mad skill and they're on this side. Everyone's watching them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas back in the day, Gail was doing that with his eyes closed, but no one really seeing it too much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you try and go and find some clips of Gail Kakuta, you'll see a couple, but not. Like,
it won't like.
Yeah.
Bro, he was doing.
It won't be crazy. How are you with social media? Do you try to stay off it, or do you embrace it?
Before, I had Twitter before, but I deleted that years ago, and then just got Instagram really, but I'll be just scrolling through. I don't really post too many pictures and stuff like that. Really, not too much.
Is it a thing where you look at it as, you know what, it's just not worth the stress, or that's just you? You're just not really interested.
No, to be fair, it's made me connect with like some people that I would have never connected with in terms of like fans and stuff. There's one young fan from Mansfield. He sent me a letter a couple of months ago before I left, and I was like that meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
Whereas I didn't have Instagram, he never would have been able to speak to me. I got him some tickets for the game, stuff like that.
Yeah.
If I didn't have Instagram, so I suppose it's good for stuff like that, definitely.
Yeah. Do you do you try as much as you can to engage with like your fans and stuff like that on social media?
No, definitely. If someone takes the time out to message you, I think it's only right. Obviously, big players, it's probably hard for them to get.
Yeah.
Me, it's the odd one or two here and there. So if I'm not, I think it'll be rude not to. Do you know what I mean? Reply and give some time.
Okay, fair enough. But back to you at Barnsley. When you how important would you say it is for these young players to actually go out and get men's football?
Yeah, all day. To be fair though, I like youth football,
Oh, is it? Why? You know what? A lot of men say that. Like, they bop the ball a lot.
Yeah.
And then you get to men's football and it's not like that.
Yeah, so we used to play I remember we used to play some friendlies, our reserve team. We used to play Wickham, teams like that. We just used to run them ragged, man. But obviously, if you put them in a league under stress and stuff, if you put us in a league and under stress and stuff, it probably would have been a different story. So I suppose it is good to go out, learn different, because not everyone's going to be at the top. So not everyone's going to play for Chelsea. So you're not going to have the ball all the time and this, that, the other, and that's where the youngsters need the.
What's the biggest thing you got from playing men's football, do you reckon? Or the thing that you noticed straight away was different?
Just more physical, probably obviously when you're playing with the players that I was playing with, then you go with, obviously the standards going down a bit, so you have to kind of like, you have to, I don't know, do more or try and do something to help the team more, if that makes sense, rather than everyone's comfortable. Not everyone's comfortable on the ball. Not everyone can. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest thing. Not to get frustrated. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. So at Barnsley, then, obviously you played well at Barnsley. What was the main reason for that? You know, what was it? The managers that just gave you the belief to go out there and just play your game?
Yeah, for like 100%. From when I first went there, I would say the first season was really good. When I first went there, was just like Keith Hill just was playing a diamond. I was playing number 10. He was just like we was making like, he was the type of manager that if we lost on a Saturday, he would come in on the Monday. He would say, "Look at this, look at this." He would show us. We made 560 passes. They only made 250, and he'll be like, "Look, we just got to keep playing, keep playing, keep playing." And that type of stuff for a player is good. Like if you look at the players that have been under Flitcroft and Keith Hill, like Drinkwater, Butterfield got a good move from there. They've all gone on to do, you know what I mean, good, decent things.
Okay, so at the time when you went to Blackpool, then after Barnsley, was that when Blackpool were struggling with the financial issues and stuff like that?
No, it wasn't even. They didn't even have really financial issues. I think the chairman was he was pocketing that.
Oh wow!
But that's the thing. When I went from Barnsley, so Barnsley offered me a new deal because I was under 23 or 24 or something. So they wanted some compensation. I don't think they really wanted to keep me because it was a new manager and Danny Wilson, but they just wanted some compensation. So I was like, "Nah, I'm not signing." Yeah. And my agent was like, "Well, if we can get out for free, if they remove the contract, you can go to Birmingham. Birmingham won." So I was like, "Yeah, that's decent."
Oh wow, that would have been good.
Yeah, so they removed the contract, and my agent, I was like, "Oh, what's Birmingham saying?" He was like, weren't really saying much." So I was like, "Oh." So then I went to train with Blackpool, and that it was literally. No, I had another option in Turkey, but it was either stay in England in the Championship or go to Turkey. And I was thinking, I spoke to my dad, and he was like, "Stay in the Championship." So I signed for.
Was that Turkish like Premier League?
Akizespor. I think they might have been second. They might have been Championship in Finland.
Okay, well, was that never a thing for you to like go abroad? Because a lot of players, I think you're seeing it now that a lot more younger players are taking the chance of just going abroad. But for you, was that never really a thing to go abroad and play?
Nah, it wasn't, you know. And this is the thing. I look back at certain things when I decided certain things, and obviously, I probably would have had if I had my agent where it was like, obviously I've changed the agent now, but if I had an agent where it's like, you need to do this. But I didn't really have that. I was making the decisions, and obviously I'm 18 years old. I could make any decision. And at the time, I remember when Vitesse Arnhem.
Yeah.
Holland. They wanted me and Connor Clifford, one of my teammates, to go on loan there, and we was like, nah. We both rejected that move to go over there. We was like, we would have been. I think we would have been the first ones to go over there, you know, because obviously Chelsea have a partner.
Yeah.
We was both like, nah, we're not going. We just didn't go. And obviously, looking back, obviously I signed for Barnsley in the Championship on loan, but to go and get that experience with it and the football, you know what I mean? Obviously, I didn't think about it properly. Football would have been nice.
It's a different level of like growing up when you go abroad. Just not even in terms of just football, but just like you as a man. Do you get what I mean? Like you look at players like Sancho who have gone abroad and absolutely battered it up, and then even when Reece Nelson went to Hoffenheim, did bits come back and now he's in the Arsenal first team. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think more and more players when they're younger, if they can, they should go abroad and learn their trade, and they're playing football. You know,
definitely.
So I don't know. We'll see.
You can always come back. There'll always be a team that would take you when you come back if you take the chance to go abroad.
Do you find that having been a pro in England, your options for abroad, like to go abroad, are very high because people look at England and just think, oh no, that's like the holy grail of football?
Yeah. I get quite a few messages saying, but I don't know whether it's proper or it's just, you know, hearsay or whatever. But I get a few messages saying, do you want to go here, Turkey, this, that, the other, and stuff like that. So you don't know whether it's 100% or it's just one of them things, you know what I mean? But I think that they see the level of England and they think, yeah. Or like if you played for a big team, I feel like they look at that and they want you.
What would it take for you at this stage in your career for you to up and leave and go abroad? Or is that something that, you know what, it's not happening? If you were going to do it, you would have done it before.
No, I feel like before I was more like, I'm staying in England. I love England because I'm not really a holiday man either. So like I like England. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but now I wouldn't mind trying. You got to try something. If you end your career, you ain't tried something. You don't know. You don't like. I'm looking back now to go back on. Should have gone on loan to Viatis. Didn't go. Do you know what I mean? So if opportunities come, you can never turn your nose up at them. You have to look.
Are you actually out of contract in the summer, or your contract with? It's not a loan move; it's a permanent move, right?
Yeah, permanent. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So, you know, who knows in the summer?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Madrid might come in for you. You never know. Just go to Madrid. But, how difficult was it? Wait, were you at Blackpool the time where people weren't going training and stuff like that? And it was just absolutely crazy. Were you there during them times?
Oh, it was carnage, man. We went when I went there, yeah. And like now, like fair play to them because I think they got new owners and everything seems to be more settled now. We played against them the other week. They played good football. Yeah. But back then, wow, we had I think we had like 8 players. The week when the season was starting.
I remember that. I remember. Who was the? Let me try to think. Who the manager was?
Jose Riga.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I remember, and he was complaining that we've only got 8.
He was
players. But how can that happen?
It was a shambles. Jose Riga he's a good coach, by the way. He was saying to the chairman, "I want this player, this player, this player." So he would write like 5 players. Chairman was like, "Nah." Give him another list of these 5 players. Just like, you know, like cheap options and this, that, the other. I was probably one of them, to be fair. But then we had like try this, turn it, because obviously everyone was hearing you only got 8 players. So we got one guy come from London, yeah. Said to the manager, "Oh, I'm here to train. I heard you got 8 players. I want to train." So the manager's like, he's from Belgium. He's going crazy, fucking shit. He's sort of part of my language. He's like, this is championship. Like, this is a joke. Like, going mad. Yeah. He stormed off. Well, we went training. The guy robbed all our phones out the church.
I think that, wait, it's not who I think it was. No way.
Everyone was like, "Have you got your phone? Have you got your phone?" Oh man, the guy just took all the phones and bounced. So from then we couldn't train he wanted us to change up the ground and go to the training ground.
Oh, this is bad. This is so bad.
And bro, first game of the season we're playing Nottingham Forest here away. Turn up in this, we're in the change room. The guy's like, so the manager's like, you can't play. Well, the secretary didn't register half of the players. Luckily, we got maybe 13 on the bench. We got 13 available players. He did it through quick.
Yeah.
Loads of players weren't registered, so it was just.
What's that like for you though? Like, is it a head loss though? You're just there thinking, you're just looking at each other in the change room thinking, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, even before I signed, I remember Sky Andrew.
Yeah.
He did my deal there, so he was like, he was doing my deal. He was trying to get me.
Okay, shame. Yeah, go on.
So he was speaking to the chairman. Chairman was like, So chairman's like, "Nah, we're giving him this." And Sky Andrew's like, "Nah." He's like, he's played in the Champions League for Chelsea. Then the guy, he said the chairman got out his laptop, searching. He's like, "Has he? No, has he? Fuck." So he's searching. He's like, "Played in the Champions League. He came on for 2 minutes to waste a bit of fucking time. He's not getting that." I was like, "Oh my god!" So from then, I probably should have thought, "I need to get out of here, man."
No, that's so bad, man. That's so bad. So from Blackpool, what happened? Where was it that you just maybe wasn't playing, that you decided that you had to go out, or
that season was bad, man, because I think I got like a lateral ligament injury on my finger. Josh King like smashed me. We played Blackburn. He smashed me, and I got up. But obviously, never been injured. Nothing with my knees, nothing like that. I felt it, and I was thinking, oh, that's not right, you know. Tried to like lace a ball side foot. I was like, nah, I have to come off. So I did the thing. I think I was out for 2 months. Tried to come back too early. It was feeling all right, but I knew it weren't proper. Did the rehab, and I passed the ball, and I was like, boom. I just felt it again. I said, nah. So
what's it like for you? Like when you're coming back from injury, obviously you want to get back as quick as possible. And
I just rushed it. I rushed everything.
Yeah, like is how like, speak on how hard it is for you to not rush back, basically.
I rush I can't. The physios want me out there as well. They know I'm just gonna be messing around. And I remember I was playing at Barnsley when I went on loan there, and I was playing well. So I was like, nah, forget this. I think I was playing with like a hamstring strain or something. I couldn't even sprint, but I just wanted to play. So yeah, I rush it, man, every time.
I bet you're more careful with your injuries now, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to be.
Yeah, you're knocking on 30, mate.
Yeah, that's what I mean, man. Bones they can't heal like before.
Yeah, no, you're going to knock on 30, man. But yeah, so is that why you had to go out alone to get games and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, and then I came back, pulled my hamstring, but we got a new manager, Lee Clark. So Lee Clark came.
Lee Clark.
Yeah, Lee Clark was there. He came in and he was like, oh, you need to go on loan. Or this, that, the other. No, actually, me and my friend actually called Lee Johnson at Oldham. They said, like, can we have a meeting? Because obviously I know Lee Johnson plays good football. He said they were like high in the league in League One. So we was like, oh, let's get out of there and go there.
And so wait, but was it? But that's what I'm saying. With these moves, yeah. Obviously, I know how these moves go, but for you, are they always just a smooth thing? Okay, I want to go here, just make it happen. You say to your agent, make it happen.
Nah, 9 times out of 10, it's like, oh, I'm going there, but then it's something that, like, there's a lot of different things that, you know, like, obviously you don't know what goes on at clubs. Just for example, even like Swindon, like in January, they could have been like, oh, we will take Jacob, but if we can get this guy, we'll take him instead. Do you know what I mean? So you don't know where you are on the list, this, that, the other. Yeah. It's all. So you're thinking, yeah, I can go there, but really, they're waiting to see if they can get this guy, or do you know what I mean? It works in a weird type of way.
Do you ever worry about like your career in regards to where it's going? So you know when if it's not working out here, and then okay, so you've gone to Bolton. Do you ever look at it and think, you know what, I need to like really like you put more emphasis on your next moves basically because you know that you are 29 and you don't want to just go out before your time basically. Is that ever like a worry for you?
Yeah, no, 100%. Like that's, I was thinking like obviously I only went so when I was in League One.
Sorry, I feel like that was a really deep question.
No, bro, that's what we're here for, isn't it? When I was at, I only signed for Mansfield. Obviously they're in League Two, so I was thinking I was on holiday with my girlfriend, and I was thinking Steve Evans called my agent was like, yeah, we want to sign him. I was thinking, nah, I'm not going there. And then obviously I met him, and he was like, and obviously the owners and stuff are good. I didn't know about all that. Do you know what I mean? So I was like being ignorant towards the situation. And then when I met them, I was thinking, yeah, you know what? It's not a bad project. I signed a 3-year deal, and we're gonna get promoted. We'll get promoted straight away. Evans gets promoted, so we'll get promoted. We'll get promoted again, maybe. So it was kind of a thing like that. And then obviously 2.5 years down the line, still in League Two. So I was thinking, sometimes I think it's not the best step to go down when you don't need to. Do you know what I mean?
So it was probably an easy decision then to go to Bolton then, when you really look at it.
Yeah, 100%. Easy, man. I think I came to Bolton before they even said they want to sign me. I was in Manchester already.
Oh wow.
So it was pretty easy.
Looking back, at some of the games you played, what game would you say sticks out to you for whatever reason when you think about like your football? Is there a match you've been involved in for whatever reason that you just think?
Good or bad?
Whichever. Okay, let's start with the bad.
Oh, bro, last season when we played, we could have got promoted. So I think we stumbled like towards the end of the season, and it was like we just needed 1 win out of 3 maybe or something like that. And it came down to it, us versus MK Dons. We was third, I think. We was third. They were fourth.
Yeah.
If we got a point, we'll get promoted. And obviously, if they beat us, they'll go above us and get promoted. And obviously, we lost 1-0, so that was bad. That was a bad day.
I saw what it came down to was that the last one out of the 3?
Yeah. So 3 get automatic promotion.
But I mean, like, you know, when you said you needed like 1 win from 3 games to.
Yeah, that was the last game of the season. Yeah. Yeah, man.
What's that like in that changing room though? After.
Oof. You know how bad it was? You know, like other teams, like just for example, like Tranmere, they will come in. They came from nowhere to get in the playoffs. They're buzzing. They're in the playoffs. We was so thinking that we're gonna go up in the changing room after.
Yeah.
Not until I got on the bus, I was like, oh shit, we got playoffs, because it was that disappointed that I forgot. Oh, who we playing in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Didn't even think.
What went wrong in the playoffs, you reckon?
But we was gone, man. In terms of like that last day of the season killed us emotionally, mentally. We was just going into that. We was just like, and then obviously we lost. We played Newport away, so we was thinking, oh, let's get back. Obviously, get your mind focused again.
Yeah.
Went 1 up, and I think they got a penalty that won a penalty. Missed and then scored the rebound, so it was 1-1. And then at our place, they battered us. Oh,
yeah.
bro,
it's so crazy. Go.
Some shots from 40 yards hitting the ball, and I was just like, well, like we went down to penalties and we lost, but we got battered that game.
It's so crazy how football, you hear it all the time. It's a game of fine margins. Like, you know, if you had won that game against MK Dons, everything would have been different. Do you know what I mean? But you lose it, and then
obviously we lost the player, and the manager got sacked.
Imagine that.
And we missed out by like what point or something, 1 win. So, and we had a great season. We was playing. If you look in League 2, the football we were playing was up there. We had good players.
When managers get sacked, how soon does it? Like, so you say your manager got sacked at Mansfield.
Yeah.
Was it something that you expected, or how soon does it filter down to you guys?
Well, we literally, it wasn't a thing. It was like, I think the day after the playoff semi-final. Obviously, we're getting ready to meet the manager on the Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
To go through the end of season plan and what's the plan for next season and this, that, the other. And then we just got a text through saying the manager's been sacked. Don't say nothing to anyone until it comes out. And obviously later on that afternoon it came out. So we're just like, what? Couldn't believe it.
But do you get to know that, unless, is it one of those things where someone's got like a friend higher up in the club or something? You then get to hear the reasons why. Sometimes,
but I don't know obviously, it's hindsight's a great thing, but obviously now this season, Mansfield are like near the relegation zone. So obviously, if you look back and if we had another season to build with that manager and the football we was playing, this season the standard in League 2 is not as high as last season, I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
So I think we would have been up there, but obviously it's easy to say, isn't it? But
yeah, what do you say about time? Do you think managers? Because obviously you just said if you had been given another season to build and whatever, but you in the game, is it a thing where you kind of know time is not your friend anymore in the game?
Nah, it's not, because obviously we had a big, I think one of the biggest budgets in the league, so we was expected to get promoted every season I was there, and obviously we ultimately failed. So obviously the squad shifts on, managers, it just happens like that. That's what it is.
Okay, that's mad. But what about one of your good games that sticks out?
I remember we was so in Barnsley we was like bottom of the league at Christmas, and I think that no one's ever survived from that position.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about now, but from then up until that point, we went on a mad run. We was beating everybody, battering them. Like all the top teams, Leicester, Brighton, all of them that was coming there was battering them, and the spirit was just good. And then I remember we played Hull the second to last game of the season, and I was just warming up. The sun was shining. I was thinking, if Hull won, they got promoted, so they was having a party in the hotel. After, so everything was planned. They're thinking, oh yeah, all we got to do is come beat Barnsley. If we lost, we'd have got relegated.
Yeah.
Sun was shining. The whole end was rammed, and obviously our home end was rammed as well. I was like, I'm gonna score today, you know. So after about 2 minutes, ball got flicked on, but it's at a mad angle, like basically in the 18-yard box, but on the line there. Yeah. I just whacked it, boom, in off the bar, and I was like,
Who was that against? Hull versus Mansfield.
Barnsley.
Oh, Barnsley, sir. I'm gonna. Yeah. Do you reckon I can find that goal?
Yeah, you'll be able to find that.
Good. I'm gonna put that on the ground just for you.
Smacked it in off the bar, and I was like, poof, and then we beat them 2-0. So we was just like, and then we went down to the last game of the season against Huddersfield. We needed to win or a point, and we got a point, so stayed up. That was a good day.
Was that your best goal?
Nah, I licked off one against MK Dons last season. I've never hit. I don't really like to shoot, you know. I like to, you know, I hate to say it, but you know how Arsenal play.
Yeah.
They that goal Wilshere scored when he played the 1-2, 1-2, 1-2
against Norwich.
Yeah, that's my favorite type of football, man. Like goals like that are way better than long range efforts.
Yeah. Nah,
that's why I was disappointed. To be fair, I never played for Arsenal because I do like the way the football that they play, man. It's just nice.
That's what I mean. Styles make players. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, you can have a player who's got all the ability in the world, but put him in the wrong system and the wrong kind of team, and you would just see nonsense. I mean, right now, I'm not sure Arsenal actually play good football, but I think we'll get back there once Arteta gets a full pre-season. And
yeah,
so I'm under no, you know, I've got no doubts about that.
Huh? Jack Wilshere, man, he's up there with Gale.
Oh, is it? I love Jack. Even when he left Arsenal, yeah, I wasn't happy about it, but it was just like, you know what? Cool, it's done, innit? Like, he had the potential to go on to just be one of the best midfielders in England.
I remember we went England, yeah. So obviously we went to when there's 40 players like training. So we played matches next year to see who's going to get picked for the squad and this at the other. He weren't there because obviously he's a year younger than me. But when he came to the first game of Victory Shield, but obviously I couldn't train because I didn't have my heart scan thing come through. Bro, I seen him training. I was like, who's this geezer? He was a serious player.
Yeah, you know what?
That's why the injuries just killed him, man.
Yeah, and you know what? I still think he can, if he can stay injury free, I still think he can go and show what he can actually do.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think so.
Yeah, because people just kind of, you know, rule him out now. Like he's just this.
It's mad the way football works, though. Isn't it? It's like in terms of if you hadn't really seen a player, you'd be like, oh yeah, he's up. But when you actually see them, and you're like, right, and even another one, Josh McEachran. You have heard about him?
Yeah. Where's he now? I know he went Middlesbrough, or was it Swansea?
He's at Birmingham now.
How's he doing at Birmingham?
I think he got a knee injury, so yeah, it's disappointing for him. But I think, bro, I remember when he made his debut, against Newcastle for Chelsea, the Carling Cup. But so he came on. I think, or did he stop? No, I think he came on. Ball came into him, yeah. Obviously, bearing in mind he's a scrawny little dude, just ball came into him, took a touch back towards his own goal. Yeah. And if you know how aggressive they are, both trying to rush him, yeah. He just Cruyffed them. They went 5 yards that way. I was like,
seeing people play like in the flesh is different. I remember when I was down at Wickham and Didi Hamann came down. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah. Good midfielder.
Yeah, Didi Hamann came down for like.
Was he that?
Oh, but you know when you see Didi play for like Liverpool and that, he's like keeps it simple. But I never would have done. Huh?
I never would have like put him in like. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I know he's a good player.
Listen, this guy he's different. He's different, and you don't play you don't play at that level for so long without having something about you. Do you get what I'm saying? Mikel Obi, another one.
Oh, what, John Obi?
Yeah, for Nigeria.
Oh,
different.
He's the most underrated player. Like
100%.
In training, you can't get near him. Like, you don't give the ball away.
Oh,
I love Obi as well. When I made my debut, he was supposed to come on. So Ancelotti was like, Obi, get ready.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, he literally said something like, oh, my knee or something like that. He's like, oh, put Jacob on.
Yeah.
I was like, I said to him after, I said, oh, thank you, man. Like, obviously, I probably would have came on if he didn't say it.
Yeah.
I was just like, raw. Like,
it was probably thinking 2 minutes. I ain't got time for this.
Yeah, literally. He said, I can't bother to get my pads on, but obviously to me, that.
Yeah.
Like, the ball won't go out for time. I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, he's a really, really good, like, underrated player.
Oh.
So I'm working on trying to get him on the podcast. So
yeah, it's good. He's a good guy as well.
Yeah, no, very, very good guy. Very good guy. What was I gonna say? Yeah, quick one. You say you support Tottenham. What's your views on Tottenham right now? How things are and everything.
I think it's like everything. This season was a write-off. So I think next season. But I don't really like Mourinho for that job, to be honest.
And you know what's mad? I'm a Mourinho fan.
Really?
I am. I'm a big Mourinho fan. But
he
needs the right job. He needs the right job to.
Yeah, I don't think we like to attack.
Tottenham ain't the right job for him, because the squad he's inherited isn't good enough. Number one. Number two, I don't know if he's. No. I think.
What do we need? What do we need?
I think you guys were on. I remember Pochettino saying you were at the end of the cycle, so players need. I think Vertonghen needs to go now. I think Vertonghen needs to go.
Something's not right with him.
I think I think you need a new right back. I think you need a proper centre midfielder who can
hold him mid.
Yeah, who can come in and just actually do the proper job. I don't think they've replaced Dembele. They should never have let Dembele go.
What about Ndombele though? You think after a good pre-season he could be serious though?
Of course. See them Ndombele, yeah. When the ball's at his feet, yeah, different. It's his, and I get why Mourinho says it. His off the ball stuff is bad. It's so bad. That's why if you're going to play him, at least have someone else in that midfield who can, like not Kante, so to say, but someone who could do the work for him. Because, he's unreal. But I get why Mourinho is doing what he's doing in regards to trying to get him fit, because he knows there's a player in there.
It could work. I think it will work.
Yeah,
I think it'll work.
I think
next season will be good.
I think Tottenham need like a Thomas Partey, that kind of player.
Oh yeah, we couldn't get him though, man.
No, never.
We couldn't get him. He's good.
And also, I think for years it's been like this. You need a striker. If Kane gets injured, there's no.
Yeah, but bro, what top striker's gonna come and be like, all right, let me play second fiddle?
That's the thing. That's the thing. You know you're gonna come and like it's not even like the system's gonna be played. The two are gonna be up front, and you just know Kane's gonna be main man.
That's what I mean. That's why we're getting strikers like Llorente, like who's a decent good player, but he knows he ain't gonna be playing every. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think if Kane stays next season, that's his last season for me as well.
I think he's gone in the summer.
You think so? I didn't think that until I saw an interview, or he was on Insta Live with someone. I think someone from Sky Sports or something. And he basically was just like, listen, I want to go and achieve things and blah, blah, blah. I love it at Tottenham. And as soon as I think that that's not going to be the case, then who knows, kind of thing. And I was just like, oh.
Yeah, he's never spoke like that before.
Yeah, you don't really sound too sure. If he goes and if United ever got him.
But I don't know why they don't just go all out to get him though.
Yeah.
In terms of United, I was watching United because obviously I would see the Andy Cole interview he did or whatever. So I watched because he was talking about he's underrated, and bro, I watched I used to have a DVD when I was younger. You know the every goal, every game in it 98-99 season.
Yeah.
So I watched it it's on YouTube. I watched it. Whoa, that team's a trick. Like when you talk about the Man City team now, compared to that team. That team there, yeah, madness.
That team there, yeah, like, and if you're looking at the strikers that they had alone, like, you know, we're talking about Kane, and you can't, anyone that comes won't be on that level because they know they're going to play set. United have top strikers. Do you know what I mean? Top midfielders. Like, they had winners.
I looked at the stat, like, because it kept coming up on the stats as well. I think, like, even they were scoring mad goals, but their assists were like in the 15s to 20s as well.
Right.
Like
Andy Cole, he's got like 120 assists or something. Like in the it's ridiculous.
But that's the thing. No one really took. Everyone was talking about goals. Like now, people talk about De Bruyne's assists. But then I see York and Cole had like 20 odd assists in that season. Strikers.
Team was a joke, and I'm happy to see where they are now. I'm happy to see that United are struggling.
Yeah,
but
same.
To be honest, I said this. I forgot who I said this to, but I think of all the players that of all the teams who are struggling down there right now, United's the one that's going to bounce back the quickest because they got the money.
Yeah. If they get it right in the summer and just
stupid. Pogba, Fernandes in the team already.
Yeah. If they just make maybe 2 big signings, maybe a striker, Rashford, Marshall. Oh, bro, it could be sad.
Yeah, I think they need another centre back. Who's their right back?
Wan-Bissaka.
Oh no, joke. He can stay. He's a joke.
Yeah, you don't get beat.
Yeah, he's a joke. Left
Wan-Bissaka. Maguire's been good for them. He was at Sheffield United when I was there as well. To be fair, Sheffield United, he was young then. He was a year younger than me. I think he's a year younger. 2 years.
That's where he started. But could you see he had something about him where he could go on to?
Oh, this is what I don't understand. Like, I don't know what they was eating in Sheffield when I left, yeah. But him, Kyle Walker, like, so when I left there, Kyle Walker was like a striker. Like, he was like, you could always see that he was small as well. You could always see he had tech, because like if you said hit that, you would hit it, bam.
Yeah.
But like, he didn't really have a position. He was playing striker sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Then when I left, bro, the guy just grew, got rapid, and you're thinking, wow, I don't know what they're eating in Sheffield. And obviously Maguire as well. Kyle Norton was there. He's another good player.
Oh yeah. So that's Swansea now, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, no, that's mad. That's mad. But yeah, Jacob, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
When this is all when all this is done, we'll chalk it up properly, man. And
yeah,
I'm gonna come down to a couple of your games and that, you know.
Let me know, bro.
So no, 100%, man. But hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, man.
And love, because you've actually tuned in. A lot of people come on here, they don't really tune in, but you actually tuned in.
Really? What do you mean?
No, like, you know, sometimes we've had people come on and, you know, they've never really watched any of us or any of the podcast stuff or anything that I do.
Yeah. No, I watch it, man. I've been watching it. I ain't been sleeping at night, really, so I've been tuning in, man. I watched the Leroy Lito one as well.
Yeah, that was a good one, actually. I liked
Yeah. But, tell him to talk up. He talks too quiet, man.
Yeah, mate.
He's just a calm guy.
I'll tell you a little bit, actually. But yeah, love for coming on, man. All the best for the season. Stay safe. Anything to your Bolton fans that you want to say?
Nah, they've been good, you know. They come in the numbers even though we're down there. So just keep supporting them because they're doing well, man.
Love that. But yeah, guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing. Get at us. You know, we're going to keep, during this lockdown time, we're going to keep giving you the podcast. We normally give them a podcast once a week, but we've been giving it to them like 2-3 times a week now, man.
Yeah, keep getting it out there, bro.
Yeah, man. So I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, until the next time, we're out.